There we go. Hi guys, sorry if you've been waiting around. I had a few technical issues, but I think we're ready to go. I am just going to fiddle about with the camera angle. 5 million minutes, good enough for me. All right, so back again. I'm going to get on my knees, get close. Back again with our virtual PE sessions, weekly sessions. First of all, before we start, what was our challenge last week? Did you do the tennis challenge? Obviously, last week I set you the challenge of doing, I think it was a certain amount of serves or floor tennis, so hits through the blockers. Did you manage it? Did you not? Did you get close? Hopefully you smashed it. And if you didn't try it, then there's always today's challenge to jump on board with and get going. All right, so last week, as a bit obvious, I just said the challenge, we did tennis. So that was fantastic. Good bit of fun, bit of skills in the living room. This week, we're going back to our just sort of fitness. So we're doing cardio this week. We have a nice constant session, burn some calories, have some fun, and get active. All right. There's Dave again, usual entrance. Just wants to be famous, you see. Right. So here we've got one. I've got different things today. A few exercises. We're going to start the warm up nice and easy. So we're going to do a minute on each exercise. All right. Yeah, it's the best angle we're going to get. Minute on each exercise. All right, I'm going to start right here. So slow high knees in place. So we're going to do high knees in place. We're going, by the way, so copy along with me like this. And at the same time, we're just going to be swinging our arms like this. All right. I'll tell you what, we're going to do this one instead. So sort of lateral sideways. So opening up our chest and our back, whilst also getting our hips involved. I'm going to do each of these 5, 6 exercises for 1 minute each. All right. You can sway side to side a bit because obviously if you're lifting one leg up, it then sort of counterbalances us. 17 seconds left, and then we're going to move on to our next one. We'll get a little beep beep every time, and it'll have to reset the timer, so you'll get a few seconds of rest in between. But next, we're going to keep doing our knees. We're going to do windmills. All right. That's my timer. Going to stop that. Start again. So we're keeping on with these high knees coming up. All right, nice and gentle. Okay, and then we're going to do some windmills as well. So really big circles of our arms. We're going to do half the time one direction, and then we'll do the other half of the time in the other direction. Okay, 10 seconds, and then we're going to switch directions here. Oof, will your arms start to burn? Certainly feel mine. Other way. Good, guys. 20 seconds left. Ooh, I wonder what you're all up to today. I've had a morning of battling with our dishwasher and cleaning out a drain pipe. So very, very fun. But at least I can come and exercise, get in a good mood, and be productive for the rest of the day. 3 seconds left. Okay, relax, relax. Right, we'll stop that timer. Next, we've got crossovers behind. So what the crossovers are, I like side steps. If you want to do side steps, absolutely fine, but we're trying to step behind like this with our legs, okay? At the same time, we're going to be swinging our arms horizontally. So we've swung them that way, we've swung them this way. We're now going to be doing them like this, out to the side and in, okay? We're going to try and do those movements together. We'll see how we do. So across, I like to bring them out when I'm stepping to the side. And then when my feet are sort of in a natural position, my arms come across in the middle. We're just spreading sort of like a wing motion of the birds. Deep breath as we're exercising, keep that oxygen flowing. And keep moving. Nothing too strenuous, it's only a warm-up. But we're actually doing all of our body on all these exercises, which is brilliant. So it means we're getting super duper warm. Hopefully nothing's cold, nothing's going to hurt or get injured. And then we'll also do our cool down at the end to make sure everything's gone back to sleep. All happy days. Oh, hit my arms. 10 seconds left. And next, we're going to keep the leg movement, but we're going to be doing some bicep curls with our arms. And we're going to be trying kicking our bum with our feet. All right, so I'll show you now. So our feet are still going side to side, but this time, as we come across, we kick a bump, kick a bump, kick a bump, okay? And at the same time, rather than doing this motion, we're going to be doing some bicep curls. I'll do from the side, arms here, up, down. Really, really simple, all right? Start. Okay, so I'm going to kick a bump, bicep curl. Like that, there we go. Nice and easy. Keep on breathing. You can have your favourite music on while doing this. I like to work out some music normally. Got a hype playlist, so gets me going, gets my blood boiling in a good way. So I'm ready to get fully into my sessions. 30 seconds left in this one, halfway through already. And then we've only got 2 more exercises in the warm-up, all right? Deep breathing. Keep that heart rate under control, keep our breaths under control, and you'll be able to keep going with me. Sorry, iPad's trying to turn off. 10 seconds left. So everything in sync. Okay, then we're going to move on to some jogging on the spot or jogging in place. All right. Stop that there. Fantastic. Next. Up. There's the alert. So just jogging on the spot here. If that's too hard, you can just go on your toes, balls your feet. But I don't want to get involved. I want to push myself a little bit more. So obviously push yourself to your limit. My limit may be this, your limit may be this. You know, whatever floats your boat, whatever gets you going. Get those arms swinging though. Get those arms involved. Try and go opposite arm to leg. If you want, you can bring those knees up a bit higher. But I'm not going to do that. Don't want to tempt fate and injure something. But I do want to get everything involved. So I'm moving all of my body. Yeah, there might be a viewer there. Can't see from this distance. If you've just joined, we're just finishing off our warm-up. We're doing cardio today, and then we're going to get onto some of our exercises after this next workout here. Okay, 5 seconds left. Keep going, keep jogging, keep jogging. Okay, stop there, stop there. Last one, star jumps. We go straight in it with these warm-ups. We keep going. So I'm going to go for be standard star jumps. You want to do one side at a time. You can. If you want to do sort of step up, down, whatever works for you. If you want to be super hardcore, you can go for the out and in. Oh, I can't even do it. Out and in one go. But that's a bit too much for me. I'm just going to do my star jumps. Not push myself too hard, so that I don't hurt anything. Still focusing on that breathing. Getting everything involved. And really pushing ourselves to try and do the whole minute on each exercise. If you need to break it up, if you need to do shorter, so 30 seconds, 20 seconds, absolutely fine. As I said, tailor everything to you, to your standards, and to your limits. All right. So we don't want to push you too far and either injure yourself or put you off doing exercise. That's stop there. Fantastic. Oh, have a breather. I'm going to grab a quick drink. So it gives you time. Woo. Okay. Good stuff there, guys. Fantastic warm-up. Quite an intense warm-up. So you want to do that low impact versions, or rather than jumping, you know, stepping. Obviously with things like the high knees, you know, you could take the high knees out and just do the arms. You could take the arms out, just do the high knees. You could do a bit of high knees and a bit of arms. You know, put it to your level. Anyway, moving on. We're going to move on to our circuits now. Okay, so this is our cardio, obviously. I'm going to start off with, it doesn't seem like cardio, but it is, I promise you, because we're going to get all that blood pumping. We're going to be using our legs, all right? These are called Sumo Squats, tap and touch, okay? Really cool exercise. Nice if you do struggle to do a standard squat because we're not going as low. You can if you want. I'm not going to today. I'm going to keep this nice and light. So standard squat, you're probably wondering, what's the difference? Standard squat, your legs are a bit close together, you know, going really deep into it. But on a sumo squat, we come out nice and wide, like a sumo wrestler. All right, we're here keeping our back straight. We bend down into it. You see, a small movement, all right? Bend down, just like that, okay? I'm going to bring my legs a little bit closer. Probably face them out to the side a little bit, just like that, okay? Then you're going to tap down. We do another squat, We come up, tap, down, okay? This is what we're going to do for our first minute. I think it is, yeah, minute. So we get a minute on each exercise. We get 30 seconds rest, all right? So that gives us some time to collect our breath and then get ready for the next one, okay? So we're going to start on this one, all right? So get in that position slightly wider than shoulder width. We're going to come down only a little bit, up, tap, up, tap. Brilliant, okay? If you have troubles with your balance and can't bring your foot up, just sort of touch your knee. Or your hip even, if that's struggled to reach over. Okay, so we're still getting that rotation, we're still getting that movement. If you can manage this, brilliant. And the key with cardio, we're looking for speed on these, all right? So we want to get in as many repetitions as we can. So really small amount in the squat, come up and tap. 20 seconds left. Breathing as we go. And we're going to see, I plan to do 2 lots of each exercise, but we'll see how time goes, see what that allows us to do. 4 seconds left, just strong. Last one. Easy peasy. Right, 30-second break. I'm going to explain the next one. Next, we've got skipping or jogging on the spot. I love doing skipping on the spot, okay? And you can do it without any equipment because you just pretend you're skipping. But rather than just sort of jogging on the spot, we're getting some jumping movement, we're getting harness coordination. I like doing it. So I'm going to go for the skipping on the spot. Again, if you don't want to jump, if you don't want that impact, jump on your toes like that instead. Really get those calves involved. All right, so a few more seconds. Choose what you want, whether that's jogging on the spot, whether that's skipping on the spot. You choose what you'd like to do. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, off we go. So I'm going to skip. You can always mix it up. You can do 20 seconds skipping, 20 seconds jogging, 20 seconds skipping. You could do 30 seconds of each. You could do just 1. You could keep alternating every 5 repetitions. Whatever you fancy, really. But if we're skipping, get nice big circles with our arms. Get those involved. And don't go for massive jumps. Again, we're looking for speed. We're looking for lots of repetitions in cardio work. So we want smaller jumps, bending our legs and our toes. We should try and be as quiet as possible. We shouldn't be stomping when we're landing. That's going to hurt our joints. Okay, 20 seconds left. Similar bar running, all right? We don't want to be crashing our feet into the floor because otherwise we're going to start damaging our joints. Oh, that burning. 10 seconds left. See if you can push through. Breathing, breathing, breathing. 2, 1. Oh, stop there. 30 seconds of rest. So, as you can tell already, cardio intensive. Got that heart rate going. Burning a lot of calories, okay? So, low impact burpees here. So we're going to do this. We're going to start standing normally. We're going to reach up on our toes. We're not going to jump. Reach up on our toes as far as we can. We come down, hands to the floor, bending our knees. Okay, hands on the floor. We take a step back. We then come in, come up, reach up. Now, obviously, if you want to jump up and go down to a squat, you can do. So you'll jump, squat, into the push-up. We jump back. All right, keep the body straight. We go down to a push-up, come up, jump in, repeat the process. But for today, we've got a lot of intensive stuff. All right, I'm going to make it a bit easier here. So we're going to do low impact burpees. As much for you as it is for me. So I know I'll be rolling around on the floor, dead. So just to recap, we're going to go up on our toes, reach up high. Come down, bend your knees, touch the floor, step back in, come up, and carry on. We're going to do that for a minute. This is one of the hardest cardio exercises, I think, just because of how many different movements are involved. And it's just constant. So we reach up, come down, step out, step in, reach up, come down. And that's it. We just continue this process for a minute. If you need it, guys, do take a break at any point, okay? If you find this hard, if you want to do 30 seconds of each exercise and then have a minute break, you can do that. Just stop halfway through while I'm working out. So we're halfway now. Breathing, breathing, breathing. Reach, down, step, step. Reach, down, step, step. Fantastic. Okay, we've got 8 seconds left there. Ooh. I'm going to stop there, guys. Fantastic work. Woo. Pause that. 30 seconds now. Then we'll go on to our next one. So next, star jumps. Okay, so again, you've got the option. Standard, jumping, all right. Or if you want, you can do the one step at a time. That's not a bad one. Or you can do step, step, up, down, step, 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 up, down. Okay, so it's up to you. You can do a bit of all of them. You can change it around. Maybe start off in the standard. Then you're getting tired, moving to a low impact version. Just to make sure you're still pushing through that whole minute. Here we go. A minute on the clock. Should be getting nice and sweaty if you're managing to follow along. And although it may feel not particularly nice at the time, you know, we're going to be releasing dopamine, all these happy sort of chemicals in our brain, puts us in a better mood. I think it's dopamine. Don't quote me. All right, but I know exercise does generally put people in a better mood, even though it can be a bit painful or tiring, a bit of effort. You know, if you get your body moving, get yourself active, you know, half an hour a day, 10 minutes a day, you feel so much better rather than sitting around and doing nothing. So 5 seconds left. So we're going to keep pushing through. 2, 1, stop there. Okie dokie. Next, last 2 of this set, okay? So once we finish the whole set, we'll give ourselves a nice long break. So we're going into the plank. So we're going to do a minute plank, a bit of a daunting task. So break it up if you need to. 15 seconds on, 15 seconds off, 15 seconds on, 15 seconds off. You could do 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. You know, whatever you can achieve, whatever you think's realistic for you, do that. I'm going to gun for the whole minute. Let's see how I hold up, but make sure we're nice and straight. Our bum doesn't go up, doesn't go down. Okay, and try and hold it. Keep your tummy tight. Elbows out in front of you, underneath your shoulders to help support everything. If it's too hard, go on to your knees instead of your feet. Thank you, David. As it's less of a strain on your tummy then. Okay, so now we're going to get underway. If you want as well, put like a pillow or a cushion or a mat underneath your elbows, because if you're on a hard floor like me, it can hurt a bit, but... Oops, sorry, Dave. I should be okay with the position. You do a plank? No, it's not going to do a plank. You do a plank? What do you think? No? Fair enough. You're a cheerleader? No, not that either. Just come to inspect it. We did everything right. He's on his way. Job done in his eyes. Now I've made a fatal error with the plank and not put my timer on the floor. So it's going to feel like an eternity. And I can't tell you how long we've got left. And I'm hoping I started the timer. Otherwise we'll be here for a while. But try and hold that position the best you can. If you feel like you're going to fall, go down on your knees, okay, and try and push through. You're going to start to feel it burning, and that's when the good work's being done. Oh, yes. Relieved. The plank is over. Right, okay. What have we got next? Feeling. It's another very active one. Side hop. Yeah. Sorry about this. I've planned it. It's very good for you, but absolutely horrible exercises in terms of, you know, exertion, effort made. So side hops. You can use something in the middle. So I, for instance, could bring Dave's teddy here, but it's in the middle. And the idea is to jump over it side to side. Okay, so 2-footed jumps, side to side. Oh, trying to kill the teddy. Like that, okay? If that's too hard, or you just don't want to do the impactful version, stand across. So that's, if you want to sort of do a middle, you can almost sort of like leap, side to side like that. That's good as well. It's less sort of impactful. I'm going to do that one just because I'm cautious of noise and neighbours, and that might be a good reason for you to do it as well. But with that said, Okay, so I'm going to go for the sort of middle version. So I'm dancing. I'm getting distracted. Oh, that might be even harder. Blimey. It's going to be really intensive on your quads, your thighs. But half the battle of exercise is mental attitude. All right, if you can tell yourself to keep going, and your body's generally go along with you. You may feel tired, you may feel tired, but your brain has got the final say. And if you can tell yourself to keep moving, keep going, generally find you'll be able to do it. 10 seconds left, guys. We worked really hard today. Really hard. 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay. So that brings us to our first set being done. We're going to take a nice 2-minute break. Deep breath, deep breaths, bring our heart rate back down. Grab a drink if you need it. I'm going to do this right now, so great opportunity for you to do it in peace without my voice. Okie dokie. So, the option for you here, I'm going to go into a cool down now, okay? So we're going to have about 2 minutes or so just to relax ourselves. But what you could do at home, you could go back, you could revisit any of the exercise you want to do again. You could do 2 sets, you could do 3 sets, whatever you fancy. You can make it harder. You can use water bottles for some weight, especially with the arm movement ones. The star jumps, raises with our warm-up, all of that. If you've got resistance bands, get them involved. If you've got hula hoops, you can do hula hoop instead of your jogging, your skipping, whatever. If you have got skipping rope and you're in a big enough space, by all means, crack one out. Give it a go, all right? So there's always ways we can adapt things, we can progress things. We can also regress them. So if something's too hard, make it easier. Find a good way to do that, all right? Again, as always, pop us a message if you do need help with something like that. More than happy to help you out with different progressions and regressions or exercises that might help the situation you're in, all right? So with that said, we're going to move on to our cool down. Before we do our cool down, well, actually, I'll do challenge at the end. We'll do our cool down, get relaxed, bring our train of thought back, and then I'll tell you about the challenge for this week, all right? So we're going to do a full body cool down. We've done a lot of intensive work today. So we're going to start with our head and our neck. We're going to grab our head, pull to the side, and you'll feel the stretch here. All right, for those of you who watch this, regularly, I try to stick to the same cool down because it's something that I've sort of worked on and adapted, and over all my years. Say all my years. What do I sound like? But for my own workouts, for sessions I run, and it's just trying to find the best. Other side, guys, best cool downs to cover the most amount of area in the shortest amount of time, but still getting a nice cool down and working all our body. All right, so we're going to work from head to toe, generally holding for 10 to 15 seconds each stretch. That's our neck and our head down. You can give that little movement if you want. Moving on to our shoulders. So my lovely shoulder stretch here. We have one arm out front, across our body nice and straight, and we tuck it inside. So then you'll feel the stretch in the shoulder or the arm, but being the shoulder, but the arm that's sort of off to the side, that's the one you're going to feel the stretch in the shoulder. Still breathing, making sure our heart rate's coming right down. Other way now, so this one comes out in front, across our body, and we tuck it in nice and tight there. Hold that. Nice and simple. Relax. Okay, so we've done our neck, we've done our shoulder. We're going to do sort of our side torso here, all right? So we're just going to stand shoulder width apart, so feet sort of in line with our shoulders. All right, we're going to reach up with one arm, up, down with the other, and lean over to the side. Don't lean forward, don't lean back. I'm going to stretch this whole side. Reaching up nice and high with this hand, it increases that stretch. Makes it even better for us. And the other way. Ooh, there we go. Sliding down gently. Nice static stretches. And if you feel any pain or anything, just come up a little bit and ease off. All right. You shouldn't be feeling pain in our cool down or a warm up or our exercises. Hopefully, there should not be any pain anywhere. Always trying to avoid pain and always back off of an exercise if there is. Okay, and work out why. Or consult a doctor, consult someone, within reason. So, on our side here, shoulders, neck, shoulders, knees, and toes. Excuse me. Right, I'm going to bend over now. I'm going to skip forward to the legs a bit. Actually, no, I haven't done hug yet, have we? We haven't done the back. I knew I was forgetting one. Okay, so we're going to hug ourselves. So you wrap around, try and grab your shoulder blades. Okay, nice and tight. We hold this. My apologies, I skipped too far ahead. This should have been after shoulders. Out of order now. What are we going to do? Remembering which arm's on top, which arm's on the bottom. We switch positions. Just like that, we hold. Nice and tight. Lovely. Okay, relax, relax. Right, we're now going to move on to this. In my opinion, does your back slightly, your lower back. It's more of a leg stretch, right? So what we're going to do, again, shoulder apart, maybe a bit wider, arms out, straight back, straight legs. I'm going to bend over like this, as low to the ground as you can. If you can touch the ground, fantastic. If not, you just go until you can. You feel it. You'll feel it in the back of your knees here, so your hamstrings. All right, that's where you're going to be feeling this stretch. Now reach as much as we can. Lovely. Okay, move on to a few last stretches in our legs. So I'll do a sideways on, so you can see with me. All right, so we take a step forward, bend one leg, keep the other one straight. All right, both facing forward, heel on the floor. All right, heel. Sorry, someone said heel. Similar, very similar. All right, and you're going to feel that again, similar to where we felt that last one in the back of our leg there. Also going to do our calf thrust. I'm going to just change over. So we take a step forward here. One back, one forward, bent leg at the front, straight leg at the back, both feet facing forward, all of your foot flat on the floor. Okay, so if your toes come like that, you're taking away from the stretch. You're going to keep that heel on the floor. H-E-E-L, not H-I-L-L. Okay, relax. And do a lateral lunge now. So facing forward, we take a step to our side, bend one leg, keep the other one straight. You feel it inside here, inside your leg. Keeping our back straight throughout. Holding that stretch. Excellent. And the other way. Bend this leg now. Keep that one straight. Both feet facing forward. Nice and simple. Lovely jubbly. Right, last two stretches now. We're going to come and do even more of our calves here. So we're going to bend one leg. We're going to put one out front. Heel on the floor. Toes pointing up. We're going to reach down. So like you're sitting on an invisible chair there. And just hold this one. Just like the others. So like you're trying to reach your toe there, and you'll feel it behind your knee again. It's doing our calves, doing our hamstring, the back of our thigh. All of it. Other leg now. Straight, bent, both facing forward, toes in the air, reaching down. Try and keep that straight back. For that stretch there. Excellent. Now come up. Find some balance on. We'll do our thighs now. Grab your foot, bring up your bum, knees together, hips forward. All right. Holding that position. You're going to really feel it here. We did some squats today. We did a lot of running. We did high knees. A lot of stuff to involve our legs, as cardio generally does. Relax, and the other one. I'm going to see if I can do this without balancing. Oh yeah, here we go. Or by balancing, I suppose would be the better term. Relaxing. Okay. Fantabulous. So, obviously, at the beginning of our session today, I said about, did you manage to complete the challenge? No worries if you did, no worries if you didn't. It's just something for you to do each day to keep active, nice and quick. All right, so this week's challenge, we're going to attempt to do a plank for 1 minute every day until next Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday. All right, so if you need to break that up, do it in a 30-second stint 2 times, do it in 15 seconds 4 times throughout your day, 10 seconds, you can do that 6 times throughout your day. Whatever works for you, whatever you can manage, but see if you can do a total of a minute for a plank each day. All right, just a little bit of challenge there. Other than that, have a brilliant week, guys. Stay safe. Check out our YouTube for all our other stuff. We've got this. We've got our weekly changing active Sussex sessions. So we've got 2 out already, toning and fitness, and adapted toning and fitness and adapted fitness, I think it was. Toning and flexibility and adaptive fitness. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, brains settling after the workout. So check those out through our YouTube. You can see all those. Obviously, keep an eye on our Facebook. We're launching a women's fitness class soon, so keep your ear out for that. That should be really fantastic, really fun, and it's certainly a first for me. But do get in touch if you need anything, guys. Stay safe, and I will see you next week for some sports.